Jai Shri Krishna. So today is Thursday and moon is in Bharani Nakshatra. So I'm going to be talking about something very important in Vedic astrology. Many of you have given feedback across the board as well. And I've kind of condensed it and I'm starting this as a series also. So today I'm going to be talking about um, the BPHS book, Parashara Hora Shastra by Maharishi Parashara on Vedic astrology, where he says the most difficult Mahadasas, Antardashas. Okay, now some of you have given feedback. I am a team A ascendant, and my Venus Mahadasa broke me down completely in the first 10 years itself, right? Another one has said I'm a team B ascendant, Virgo ascendant, my Jupiter Mahadasa was very difficult, etc. So this is Lagna specific, correct? Okay. Naturally, I will do the series where for each Lagna, I will tell you which will be the most difficult dasas, etc. To Mahadasa, Antardasa, everything I will break it down. Okay, I will come. So watch for each ascendant, per ascendant, Aries, Taurus, all the way till Pisces. Okay, today I'm going to be talking specifically about the most difficult Mahadasa, Antardasa in general. Okay, I'm not going to go to specifics in general. All right. First thing is, I follow Vimshottari Mahadasa and 120 years. Our Vedas and Puranas also says about 120 years, okay, which is the Udu Mahadasa. This is not about Kal Chakra Dasa, Yogini Dasa, right, Ashtotari Dasa, etc. I'm keeping everything out because 120 years is the longevity of a person in Kali Yuga. That is what our Vedas Puranas also says, and that's what I'm following. Second, 1 year is 360 days as per our Vedas and Puranas. So our softwares, many software uses 365/25. I myself had to work with one software company in Vedic astrology to change them. They were resisting it. Eventually, when I gave all the book information and showed them where it is, they eventually changed it. Okay, the company name doesn't matter, but I would tell you their app and website look extremely nice cosmetically. Cosmetically, if you see, it is very nice. Information wise, this was all not correct. Okay, so there's two parts, right? One is the actual information, second is cosmetically how they look, right? Physically, the makeup part kind of a thing. All right. The point is, I'm trying to teach you and educate. The point is, I'm not trying to say who's right or wrong here. I'm trying to give you the tools so that you guys are, watching out for it. So you download the JHora software, free software, which has the settings and make sure it's 360 days. Or you can use Drik Panchang. Okay. So we'll start. First is Ashtamadipati Mahadasa, the eighth lord. So if the eighth lord is also a Maraka or Atmakaraka, right, it'll be difficult. For example, for a Cancer ascendant, eighth lord is also a Maraka, Saturn. So watch out. Anyhow, Cancer ascendant, Leo ascendant, or light-based, Saturn is darkness, difficult. Okay, all right, Ashtamadipati Dasa. The important things to look out for here is, in general, BPHS says, any planet which has this relationship of 6-8 to each other by position, Shashtashtakar position. Suppose if a planet is sitting in first house running the Mahadasa and the Antardasa planet is sitting 6 or 8 to that planet, Mahadasa planet, watch out. Okay, watch out. So 6-8. Same thing he says about 212. Because 212 is also a little bit tricky after 6-8. 6-8 is the most difficult. Okay, this is one. Second, specific Mahadasa Antardasa pairings is telling. Saturn Mahadasa Rahu Antardasa, watch. Okay, Saturn Rahu. Rahu Mahadasa Saturn Antardasa, watch. Rahu Mahadasa Moon Antardasa. Moon Mahadasa, Rahu Antardasa. Same thing, Ketu Mahadasa, Moon Antardasa, Moon Mahadasa, Ketu Antardasa. Rahu Mahadasa, Ketu Antardasa, Mars Mahadasa, Ketu Antardasa, and then Ketu Mahadasa, Rahu Antardasa. Okay, watched all of this. Okay, next is, this is the in general. I'm not going per lagna, because by lagna I will definitely do a series of videos per lagna. Okay, next is the dasa sandhi, which is like the chidra dasa, they call it also. Chidra dasa is the very last antardasa of a major mahadasa. So always, if you remember, if you're coming to the last antardasa, for example, for Jupiter Mahadasa, the last Antardasa will be Rahu. For Saturn Mahadasa, the last Antardasa will be Jupiter. For Venus Mahadasa, right, the last Antardasa will be Ketu. Okay, so you got to watch out for the last Antardasa. Okay, then you have to watch out for the Maraka Dasas, death inflicting planets, right? Maraka. Second or seventh lord from the lagna, everything from the lagna, or if a planet is sitting in the second house or seventh house, they also can give you the maraka effect. Okay, the next one is the dasa of the trick bhavas, 6th, 8th or 12th, but in this case you have to see dual ownerships, because a planet owning the 6th also owns the 9th. For example, Capricorn ascendant Mercury is the 9th lord as well as the 6th lord. Also, Cancer ascendant Jupiter is the 6th and 9th. So the dual ownership is important here. So you always have to see that. In this case, he will give you both, but it's still very good. He's not going to give you much damage because of the Trikona lordship. And the most important is you have to see the friendship info from the ascendant lord to the Mahadasa. The friendship is so much important. Okay, even in the 6th, 8th, 12th. Okay, the next one, the 6th one is a Atma Karaka Mahadasa, planet with the highest degree, Atma Karaka. Okay, this you got to watch out because highest degree is equal to the sun or soul typically, right? Atma Karaka is soul significator, so it is not going to be easy. Next is Badaka. Okay, this is a thing to watch out. Is you don't need to be worried about much for Badaka. Be careful about excess and be patient. There will be delay and obstacles. Okay, all right. The next one to watch out. This is the most important, and people please listen to this carefully. Parashara Rishi says there will be a very difficult disease which can happen, which can be non-detectable or non-diagnosable, or if detected, cannot be cured. Okay, Parashara Rishi says this. And they are in the Rahu Mahadasa, Ketu Mahadasa, and specifically Mars Mahadasa, Mercury Antardasa. Mars Mahadasa, Mercury Antardasa. Okay, so Rahu, Ketu, Mars, Mercury. Okay, now what is interesting in this is Rahu in a way is very similar to Saturn, Sanivat Rahu, but Rahu has a lot of Mercury energy. Okay, Mercury energy. Okay, Ketu, Sanivat Rahu, Kuchavat Ketu, Mars Ketu. Okay, so interestingly, Parashara brings Rahu, Ketu, and then Mars Mahadasa, Mercury Antardasa. Okay, watch out for this. Now, what I will make sure is I will give remedies. I will give all those things in all my videos so that you are kind of up to date to protect yourself. And remedies work. They are tried and tested remedies. They're not, they're really very valid. Okay. Second is you have to make sure you have your lagna correct. You have your lagna time correct, and there is no any discrepancy on the lagna changing or etc. That could be a problem. So the integrity of your chart is important. Third, the Mahadasa has to be 360 days per year. So make sure that you're following it correctly. Okay, so I will do the same thing for all the Mahadasas so that you kind of know pretty much what is what. Okay, but to summarize, watch out for this. As I mentioned, look at the header picture. That should also give you a summary. Okay, I think I've covered everything. All right, so this is just the start, beginning. Wait for a series around each lagna I will post. If you find this video helpful, please press the like button, share it with your friends and family. Of course, go see your lagna and see what Mahadasa is running and see anywhere what I have mentioned here, it's coming into the radar. So put a check mark, put a pin, so that as I publish for all the 12 ascendants, you can start following through. Okay? All right, if you like the video, press the like button, share it with your friends and family, press the comments in the comment section, and do press the bell button for the subscription and notification so that you are updated on the videos I post in the channel. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you. Om Parashara Namaha.